Welcome back, students. Today I will discuss about the concept of capacitance and the capacitor. In the previous lecture, we were discussing about the capacitor and the spherical. We were discuss about spherical capacitor and the capacitance due to a parallel plate capacitor. Today we will discuss about the concept of capacitance and the capacitor. Okay. Uh, so concept of capacitance. Okay. Let's suppose we have a conductor A which is positively charged, heavily positively charged, and we know that the ability of a conductor to hold the charge is known as capacitance. When it is charged by some charge through giving positive charge on it, and the potential of the conductor A is increases. Okay, and if we place another conductor near the conductor A, suppose we have another conductor B which is placed near A. Due to induction of the charge, we know that due to induction of the charge, negative charge comes on the nearer face and the positive charge comes in the opposite face of the conductor B. Okay. Now, if we earthen the conductor B, suppose the conductor B is earthen, then all the positive charge will transfer to the earth, and the conductor is remain with its negative charge. Then the charge on the conductor will be purely negative. Then we see that the conductor B is purely negatively charged, and we know that the conductor is now purely negatively charged, and this negative charge on plate B reduces the potential on A. Okay, the negative charge on B reduces the potential on A, and it will increases the capacitance of the whole arrangement. So from this arrangement we observe that the when we place a conductor near the charged conductor, then the arrangement of the capacitor, this arrangement is known as capacitor. When two charged conductor, out of which one is earthen, then the arrangement is known as conductor. And from this arrangement we observe that when we place an earthen conductor near a charged conductor, then the capacitance of the arrangement increases. Okay, so this is the concept and the principle of the capacitor that we have here. If we place a uncharged earthen conductor near a charged conductor, then the capacitance of the arrangement increases. Okay. So now we will discuss about the combination of capacitors. Like combination of resistors, we have the combination of capacitors. As in 10th class we discussed about the combination of resistors, and the combination of resistors were series combination and parallel combination. Like that, we have the combination of capacitors here. When the positive, or we can say when the negative plate of the one capacitor is attached to the positive plate of the another capacitor, or we can simply say that if the positive plate of the one capacitor is attached to the negative plate of the another capacitor, then the combination is said to be in series. Okay, here we are taking a combination. First we are discussing about series combination. Series combination, and suppose we have three capacitors, 1, 2 and 3. There we are taking the three parallel plate capacitors. Suppose this is the positively charged plate and this is negatively charged plate. Again this is positively charged plate, this one negatively, again this one is positively charged, and this one is negatively charged. Okay, according to definition, if the negatively charged plate is connected to the positive plate of the another capacitor, then the combination is said to be in series. So our combination is in series. Okay, suppose it is attached to some external supply plus minus V volts. We know that in the series combination potential is divided and the current remains same, but here we take the concept of charge only. Suppose capacitor, and this is our capacitor having capacitance C1, this is having capacitance C2, and this is having capacitance C3. Okay, and in series we know that current remains same. Current remains same means the charge on the each capacitor remains same. So the charge on each capacitor, I suppose it is Q. Okay, and in series combination we know that potential is divided. Then let us consider the potential across the capacitance C1 is V1. Similarly across C2 it is V2, and across C3 the potential difference is V3. Okay, we know that the charge is equals to Q is equals to CV, but here the charge is constant. So if we are discussing about potential, if we have to find out potential along the capacitance C1, then it will be equals to V1 will be equals to V1, it will be equals to, from there V1 will be equals to Q1 Q divided by C. Okay, Q divided by C1. For second capacitor C2 it will be equals to V2, and it will be Q by C2. Similarly V3 will be equals to Q divided by C. This is C2 and it will C3. If we have to find the complete potential, then it will be equals to V, or we can say the V is equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. So V is equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. If we put the values there, we have V is equals to V1 in place of V1 Q upon C1 plus Q upon C2 plus Q upon C3. We can take common Q from each term, then V will be equals to Q into 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. Cross multiply the Q, then we have V by Q is equals to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3, and from there we can find out the value of 1 by C. If we cross multiply these terms, then we have 1 by C is equals to V by Q. So in place of V by Q we can put 1 by C. So we have 1 by C is equals to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. This is the case of only 3 capacitors. If we have more than 3 capacitors, like we have n number of capacitors, then the result goes on C1 by C1 is equals to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3 up to 1 by Cn. Okay, this is the concept of series combination, so we can represent it by 1 by Cs. C here Cs represents the series combination. Okay, from there we can conclude that the net capacitance of the series combination will be equals to the sum of the reciprocal of the individual capacitances, and there we can also conclude that the charge remains same in the series combination and potential is divided in the series combination. Okay, now we will discuss about the parallel combination of the capacitances. Second one is parallel combination. In series combination, we have discussed that if the negative plate of the one capacitor is attached to the positive plate of the another capacitor, then the combination is said to be series combination. But on the other hand, in parallel combination, if if each positive plate of the all the capacitors is connected to at one terminal, and the negative end, or you can say the negative charge plate of the all capacitors is joined to one end, then the combination is said to be in parallel combination. Let's see, if we have three capacitors having capacitances C1, C2 and C3. Suppose this capacitor have capacitance C1 and this one have C2 and this one have C3 capacitance, and this is the positively charged plate of capacitor, then this one is negatively charged, again positively charged plate, and this one is negatively charged plate. According to definition, if all the positively charged plates were connected to one terminal and all the negatively charged plate is connected to another terminal, then the combination is said to be in parallel. Okay, and this whole combination, I suppose it is connected to an external source, suppose having potential V, and we know that in parallel combination potential remains same, so the potential difference across C1 will be V, across C2 will be V, and across C3 it is also V, and charge is divided in the parallel combination. So we can write here the charge along C1 will be Q1, along Q2 C2 will be Q2, and along C3 it will be Q3. Charge is divided because current in the parallel combination is divided, and if the current is divided, so the charge is also divided. Okay, according to the formula, if we know that Q is equals to CV, we can write Q1 will be equals to C1V. Similarly, Q2 will be equals to C2V, and Q3 will be equals to C3V. If we take the whole charge, total charge will be Q, and it will be equals to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Here Q represents the total charge in the circuit which is circulating around the circuit. Then put the values of Q1, Q2, Q3. Then Q will be equals to C1 V plus C2 V plus C3 V. Take common V from each term. Then Q will be equals to V into C1 plus C2 plus C3, and cross multiply that term V. It will be equals to Q by V is equals to C1 plus C2 plus C3, and Q upon V, from there Q upon V will be equals to C. So we can write C is equals to C1 plus C2 plus C3, and we are taking the case of parallel combination, so we can write in place of C as Cp. Here Cp represents the capacitance in the parallel combination. From there we concluded that the capacitance in the parallel combination will be equals to the sum of the individual capacitances of the capacitor, and on the other hand it will be equals to the reciprocal of the each capacitance of the capacitor. Okay, from the parallel combination it is observed that the net capacitance of the circuit will be greater than the individual capacitances present in the circuit, but on the other hand it is lesser in case of series combination. If you take the case of series combination, in series combination the net capacitance is less than the individual capacitances present in the circuit. Okay, let's take an example on this one. Here it is the parallel combination. First we will take the example of parallel combination, and then we will take the example of series combination. Suppose we have two capacitors. suppose we have two capacitors, one is of 2 microfarad and another is of 3 microfarad. Then the net capacitance Cp will be equals to C1 plus C2 because this one is in parallel combination. So in case of parallel combination we have the formula Cp is equals to C1 plus C2. So Cp will be equals to 2 plus 3 and it will be equals to 5 microfarad. And it is observed very well that 5 microfarad is greater than 3 microfarad and also from 2 microfarad. So the net capacitance is always greater than the individual capacitances present in the circuit. On the other hand, if these two same capacitors were present in the another circuit having 2 microfarad and 3 microfarad capacitance and attached to some potential V, then the net capacitance will be equals to 1 by Cs will be equals to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 and it will be equals to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 and it will be equals to 1 by Cs is equals to 6 upon 2 plus 3 is equals to 5 by 6 and it will be equals to Cs will be equal to reciprocal of this term and it will be equals to 6 by 5 and the result Cs will be equals to 1.2 microfarad and it can be observed from the result that 1.2 microfarad is lesser than the 2 microfarad and 3 microfarad. So in case of series combination the net capacitance is less than the individual capacitances present in the circuit, and in the parallel combination the net capacitance is always greater than the individual capacitances present in the circuit. Okay, thank you guys.